Our organization really started primarily, and still it's one of our central focuses, helping people coming out of jail and prison to get prepared for employment in the private sector, to get them into living wage, family sustaining employment. And by doing that, break the cycle of them going in and out of jail and prison. So we tend to measure that on them not being rearrested, not being detained again, not being convicted of any new crime, and not being reincarcerated. So historically, there's really been a very tight connection between our work and improving public safety.
The collaborative in general, a huge help for the programs that we have at SAFER. So we have specific programs that offer specific services. What the collaborative does, the SRNC does, it provides us the opportunity to provide our clients with so much more. Get you a state ID. You might need your social. You might need a birth certificate. You have specific mandates that you need to complete. We have our partners that each one could deal with one of your mandates. There's so much that the collaborative offers, giving a client from something so small to something that he really didn't know he needed.
I think I got incarcerated around like 2017. And I remember the first phone call I made to SAFER. I spoke to Ebony Jenkins, Reentry Navigator, that's what they call them. Going down the list of things, she wanted to collect some information, making sure I had a valid ID, birth certificate, social security card, helped me get, situated with like getting, assistance with getting food stamps and my medical card and things like that. Stuff that I kind of like, was neglecting.
My name is Ebony Jenkins and I'm a Reentry Navigator here at SAFER Foundation. Basically, I work with formerly incarcerated individuals who have just been released from prison. I'm basically their point person. I'm walking them through all type of services that they're interested in. When they're coming home and they don't know where to start, I'm working with them, whether that's getting identification documents like a social security card, a birth certificate, a state ID. If they're interested in healthcare, I haven't seen a doctor in I don't know how long, I'm setting them up with primary care providers. So it's just a matter of me following up on those things, making sure, okay, did such and such reach out to you regarding the referrals? Even if they don't call me, I'll call them just to see what's going on. I haven't heard from you. You okay? Just checking in. It's not mandated, but it's just how you build a relationship with your clients. They trust you.
2019, August 9. I had got arrested. I got sentenced to 48 months. I ended up doing 41 to 42 months. Good time. And when I went to SAFER Foundation, right the same week, they got me started with a few classes, and that was life skill and anger management. Life skills especially. I got my job like literally days after completing the class. Anger management helps me out a lot. We got a few exercises that I actually take. I work as a busboy, so I deal with a lot of rude clients, customers in restaurants. So the skills that they teach me to use, I use them, and I'm grateful for those.
I develop jobs. I develop jobs for our clients, and that consists of having me going to the community, going to spot check some companies, and see if they would partner. We would explain our collaborative, we would explain what we do, and the kind of justice impact people that we work with.
My name is Roxanne Brown. I'm Operation Manager of RTP. We have a pre-apprenticeship program where they learn carpentry. It's about 14 weeks. They get the core, which is the books and the reading, math. They also have hands-on, where they do a little hands-on. They learn about different tools, how to use different tools. They learn the safety. Where we're sitting now with this house, most of the students that came through the apprentice program, we started building it up from the ground up. So a lot of them had their hands in working on building the house.
I would take their resume, I would match them up with the right company, if you will, And then because they work with us, because they know that they're justice impacted people, a lot of challenges that they might have, or what we call barriers, but we get past those barriers. That life skills that we do, it really helps them not only to look at where they came from, but where you're currently at and the possibilities. So if you want that, there's certain things that you need to accomplish, and you're not going to do it alone. And so as they go step by step, we're able to see them this transformation, like they really, really want it. And in fact, you really have to really want it, right? Because changes work.
And with them checking up on me constantly, like it just doesn't let me get away from it. Because now I got sort of a deal worked out. Like, you help me, and I'm gonna help me. You know what I'm saying?
But it starts with you. They're gonna give you tools. They're gonna give you advice, different avenues to take. But it starts with you. You have to put these plans into motion.
Safer Foundation is a really good program. Like I say, they work fast, and they'll work with you as long as you work with them. You just gotta have motivation. If you don't want to do it, then of course you're not gonna do it. But if you want it and you want to get it as soon as possible, Safer Foundation is gonna do it and help you.
Push them and just try to help them get to their goals to make things turn out better for themselves.
I take pride in it, I guess, and I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm here at Safer, because I believe in what they do.
I think that at the end of the day, we need to all understand that our clients are still people. You know, they're coming from IDOC, they're coming out of jail starting fresh, you know, and you want them to have this new path. You want them to be better, but we have to give them those tools to be better, to be a regular human being like you and me. That's all they are. But, you know, going to different jobs, oh, we're denied because of our background. It's important for us to be able to help them get back on track. And if we don't assist them with those things, how do we expect them to be better? How do we expect them not to, you know, go back to what they were doing?
Positive reinforcement, you know, something positive to look forward instead of, you know, going back to the same cycle. You could really change who you are, what you've done, and where you're going with your life. If you really focus, you can.
I ain't proud that I experienced the jail experience, you know, but I am grateful though that it changed the dynamic of where my mind was at. And Safer is just helping me build on it.